It's now 1:20. I've just been back from my big sausage, and well, I've got a piece of paper here and I'm going to dip inside the cylinder to show you how much fluid, how much diesel's in it. That much. Now we'll dip this one. Oop. There. That deep. So this one's going down remarkably fast. In fact, so much so, as we're speaking, I don't know if I can, where's my flashlight gone here? You can, I really think there's a magnet on the end of that, it's a nuisance. I don't know if you can see inside there. There, that's probably the best one. Let's turn this down a bit. No, where's that? Sorry about this, I'm just not making it up as I go along. But you can see now the top of the piston's showing, where this one is quite deep. Look at that. And remember, this one was the wet one. Ooh, wet ones. So obviously there's a problem somewhere with these rings on this one. That would probably account for why that piston was all wet. This one here, well, we'll have to have a look at that one. This one's dry, so this will be a nice balance. I think we'll just play around a little bit and wait and see that all drops out. But that's going down rapidly. This is not good. While we're checking the cylinders out, I thought we'd check the cylinder head out. I'm going to do the same method, only using some very old petrol. The petrol's kind of good for checking valves and the guides, etc., because it'll leak out anywhere. Diesel's a bit thicker. So what we're going to do is simply fill up all the ports, and then we're going to have a look at them. Easy, isn't it? That one is spewing out already. Look at that. Can you see that? This camera's not very good for... It looks a bit dark. But you can see there, look, it's spewing out, look. There's no compression in that one. It's a good test, is petrol. What's it like the other side for the valve? Can we see it coming? Oh, it's got a light on this camera. That's neat. I wonder if I can get a bit closer with this one. Oh, there, look at that. Oh, that's neat, isn't it? Yeah, look at that. Well, let's switch itself off again now. Well, let's do all the rest of them. I'll never get used to all this technology. I actually got my old camera to work while we were having lunch. I'd used 999,000 files. That seems to think, well, the cameras seem to have worked out anyway. That one's not bad. That one's holding. This one's weeping a bit. More petrol! Back again. Compression test's okay, but there's no substitute for dangerous substances. Oops. Oh, these pouring pots here are a waste of time. I might as well have just thrown it everywhere. This one's down to here so far. Let me get some paper towel. This one's leaking out so much it can't keep up with it. I'm quite surprised had this head been all sort of buckled round the glow plugs. I've never seen that before. Looks almost like it's been melted. I wonder if somebody's been using petrol in this. You know, like instead of diesel. This one here is just spewing out. Right, let's go around and have a look at the other side. I think there's nothing really to worry about. So here's the other side. I wonder if that's too bright for this. How's that? If the guides were gone, we'd be leaking petrol out of there. And there isn't anything, it's just oil, residual oil. And you can see the level hasn't really gone down. I know it's not a scientific test, but it's just a bit of a quick one, isn't it? But it's still puzzling me about that face. This one's just pouring out. Look at that. It's nearly empty now. These are okay. Yep, they're alright. As I say, if it's going to leak out petrol, you see this one's dripping a bit. This one here. But that exhaust valve there is not very good at all. Yeah, I'm really concerned about that wobbly face type thing. Oh, that one's starting to leak. Can you see that one going down? Right. Now, we haven't done a crack test on this. We haven't done a pressure test. I wonder if we should. I'm not sure. Maybe. So we'll have to see how much time we've got. Well, let's go back and have a look at the engine block. So here we are. I'm having a bit of a trouble with this camera. You can see this cylinder here. Well, that's gone down really quick. It's now almost 20 minutes. 22. A couple of hours it's gone. Yeah, a couple of hours, isn't it? Gone. This one's holding up all right. So, I think what we'll do is, this is going down drastically. We can establish this one. This one here, we'll just check with a piece of paper. Yeah, look, that's up to there now. So, I'm going to somehow get that diesel out of there, and then we'll turn this over and we'll do these two cylinders. It's wise to do them at the bottom. It's nice to do them halfway down, but it's wise to do them at the bottom because the bottom bars are always the ones that's worst worn. If you see what I mean, they wear like a pear shape. This might be interesting to you. I've just used my siphon gun there to take out the diesel that was in this cylinder here. And you remember I filled it up to this line here? Well, it's hardly used any at all, and of course there's still a little tiny bit in the top of that piston, which means I think that cylinder is perfect. I actually did a zoom there. Didn't mean to do that. Right, I think that one's perfect. So let's turn this engine over. Right, here we go, number 4. Number 1. That one, number 1's going down more than number 4. You see that? We'll leave it for another hour so it's exactly the same as the other ones. So it's now just gone 3:45, home time from school. So we're going to test this block again. Now this is we'll do number 4 cylinder first, here, with our paper. Oh, sorry, you're over here, aren't you? There you go. Number 1. That much. It should be up here. So, conclusive. There's something either wrong with the rings or the cylinder bore's a little bit worn, because the bores wear like a pear shape at the bottom. That's why we did them at the bottom on this instance. The block seems to be quite good, but like I say, I'd just be concerned about, when we took this off, it was all oily at the top, so it's not a good sign, is it? The head needs work. I'm going to go now and measure the thickness of the head.